deep-bleeding miracles.
This documentary is about the journey of a unique and inspiring young man as he travels the road of terminal cancer, although this nightmare has a happy ending. Dustin is his name. His message is, it's not your physical strength that makes you tough, it's your inner strength. If you dig deep, you will find it, and to never give up and you can get through anything. A sense of humor helps too. Dustin not only found his inner strength, but he found a way to smile through all the pain. Dustin has been in front of a camera of some sort since the day he was born, so he is comfortable being in front of them, has good timing, and comedic talent. He can also charm candy from a baby.
Hello, ladies.
It's only natural that he uses pictures and videos of his life to tell his story, because he has such an important story to tell. Dustin's life begins as normal on December 10th, 1995. Birthdays come and go.
Happy birthday, dear Dustin. Happy birthday to you.
The first 4 years of Dustin's life were pretty normal. He enjoyed spending time with his family. He especially enjoyed the lip-syncing contest with his cousins. Spending time with his brothers and sisters were important too.
It's too close though.
I got a loose tooth.
You do? Is the tooth fairy coming to see you?
I do too. I don't got it out yet. No, I don't have it out. I don't.
Start over.
Do. We need some help from you. Come on, Scooby-Doo. I see you. Ready and we're willing. If we can count on you, Scooby-Doo, we know we'll catch that villain. We know we'll catch that villain. Yeah.
Yeah, that was great. Did he bite you?
Yes. He made me blood.
Uh-oh.
Touch his face. Smack his face. He won't hurt me because he knows me. But he'll hurt his face. Oh! Ow!
You all right?
Get hurt. Oh! Ow! That's me.
That's you.
That's me.
That's you.
I want to lay down.
I'm gonna lay on top of you.
There you go.
Dustin doesn't pillow.
Daniel and Dustin sleeping.
Dustin's life began to change some when his parents divorced. He adapted and began going to his dad's every other weekend.
My beautiful little boys.
When there, his favorite thing to do was to go to the races.
The doctors was talking to us about it, and they said, you know, if you want to look at how sharp this pain was, it would probably more than likely lay a man down dead on the ground. He would not want to move from it. So that's how strong Dustin's pain was, and we had it every night. It was like clockwork, midnight till 3. He had really, really dark circles under his eyes, and he was just constantly, you know, waking up through the night saying, I'm in so much pain, Mommy, my stomach hurts, my belly hurts, when it really wasn't his belly that was hurting, it was his spine.
One morning, Dustin come into Cheryl and I's bedroom as we was getting up ready to go to work. Crawled into bed with us and asked us if we wanted him to die. Cheryl got up and went into the bathroom. Dustin looked at me and said, "Do you want me to die, or do you want me to stay with you?" He said the angels had came to him and asked him if he could go. I asked him what he was talking about. He said the angels that came and played with him last night in his room said if he was ready to go that they would take him. And we of course told him no, we want him to stay with us.
Dustn Carmer is my grandson. He realized something was wrong when he woke up one morning and he was crawling, dragging his leg, couldn't stand up on it. A lot of problems.
You walked by her a while ago? She told I was a connection fit.
Can't get too close. If you get too close, I can't see you real good. See how I can't see you as good? Once I turn it on, you can see yourself, right? Yeah. How old are you, Dustin? 4? Are you in school yet? No. Who's your daddy?
Thoughts?
Who's your mommy?
Jill?
Who's your grandma?
Linda?
Who's your papa?
Larry?
Larry. You say that's so sweet. Who's your aunt?
Debbie?
Yeah. Do you have any more aunts? What about Retta? Aunt Retta? Do you have Aunt Retta? So how many brothers you got? 4 brothers. Can you name them all?
Dylan?
Uh-huh.
Daniel?
Uh-huh.
Dustin?
Uh-huh.
That's all I have.
That's all your brothers? You have any sisters? Who's your sister?
Amy, Melissa, and Summer.
He was seen at Riley's emergency room. A MRI was done, and a tumor was found in his spine from the sternum up. Emergency surgery was scheduled the next day. Surgery wasn't scheduled until late that afternoon. Dustin wasn't allowed to eat anything. We did our best to keep him busy, and to keep his mind off food.
When Dustin was at Riley, he was waiting to have his surgery, and he hadn't been able to eat. And a nun came in to pray with him, and she asked Dustin what he would like to pray for. And I remember he said, "I want a cheeseburger. Pray for a cheeseburger."
The tumor was sent to the lab to check for cancer. Dustin was too tired to eat a cheeseburger. He had to wear a white back brace for 3 months. The waiting stops. It's cancer. A rare, fast-growing terminal cancer. This is wrong. He's only 4. He has a whole life ahead of him. He wants to be and do so many things.
What number are you, dude?
Number 60, John Gill.
Ooh, you John Gill today, huh?
I mean, I'm Daddy Jones.
Your daddy Dorrance. The dude will one day be a farmer, and I think he will be a good farmer. He has got a setup going on. Check out them little cows and the steers right in there. Perfectly lined up. He has got it going.
It seemed like a dream, yet it was very real. Everyone in the family was shocked, sad, and numb. We didn't know what to do. He was such a happy boy before this. He was staring death in the face, and he didn't even know it. He had to stop growing and fight for his life.
One day, Dustin's mom and I were in his hospital room trying to make him as comfortable as possible, and a sweet nun named Sister Agnes came in. She must have seen the sadness on our face. She took us aside, and she says, "I understand how difficult this is." She says, "But like a sponge that can only hold so much water before it leaks," she said, "you need to find you a corner, cry your eyes out, and leak as much as you can. And when you're done, you get back in there into that hospital room with a smile on your face, because he's going to need you."
As we adjusted to Dustin's illness, we learned our way around Riley.
Dustn Carmers off to a good start.
This way?
Whichever way you want to go, sweetie. Abby and Shauna, the playroom here at the Riley's hospital. I love you, sweet little thing.
Strength and prayer come from everywhere. Friends, schools, churches, and the community. One dear sweet lady from Martinsville, named Doris, even sent a prayer cloth that her church prayed over. His mom pinned it to the inside of his clothes every day. When your child has cancer, people don't know what to do besides pray, so they give him gifts.
Dustin received a lot of gifts when he was at Riley's, including Pokemon cards, Pokemon toys, model cars, books, and lots of other things. One of the most memorable things is after every surgery, he received a little recovery dog. When Dustin was well enough, he spent a lot of time at Brown County State Park camping. And while he was there, he met a young lady named Holly who wrote a song for him entitled Dustin's Song.
So when a miracle walks in your life, makes you wanna do better, you wanna do right. I wanna thank God who gave us a friend, who helped open our eyes to see again. God gave us a great life, though tough it may be, He's still given us beautiful moments to see. Haven't had a selfish thought in quite a while, and if I do, I think of that boy and his smile.
And he also met a man named Barry, who gave him a Shetland pony named Flash and a cart.
There you are, you handsome little boy. You're eating that cheeseburger pretty good, aren't you?
You smell what Toddy Bob's cooking.
Oh, do I smell what Toddy Bob is cooking?
Dustin and his brother were very close.
You're my darling angel, closer than my peach you are to me. Baby, you're my angel, you're my darling angel.
Daniel was so worried about his little brother. He didn't understand what cancer was. He even blamed himself.
It's called Once Upon a Hopeful Night. You can't say stupid words to make him get cancer. You can't think bad thoughts to give him cancer. Playing rough or having the flu won't give him cancer. It's nothing that we said or did that made the cancer come. But even if we're mad or sad, we'll never give up hope. That helped me get through my feelings.
He became very protective over Dustin, and he still is to this day.
Oh.
He started his treatment, aggressive chemotherapy and radiation. He had another surgery. An arterial catheter was put in his upper chest to administer the chemotherapy while he sleeps. He did this 10 hours every night for 6 six-week sessions. Due to the catheter, he couldn't swim, shower, or even bathe in more than an inch of water. Also, once a month for 1 year, he had to stay overnight at Riley's so he could receive a chemo pill.
Taking an applesauce, but now he can't bite down on them at all. But we can try to see if he'll suck them and swallow them.
Yeah, you'll just have to swallow, no chewing, you'll have to swallow the applesauce and all. Straight down, okay?
Can you do that?
With applesauce?
No chewing.
That's,
Chew the applesauce, you just gotta swallow it.
that's okay, you don't have to chew applesauce anyway. Applesauce is already, you know, like water.
It's a liquid.
You better watch it on camera.
You're on candid camera. We'll figure.
Try it.
Yeah, here, I want to do it after I go get my dad.
Okay,
That's
that's
okay.
fine.
And you got extra capsules to try?
But why can I eat them like Sometimes you do it.
See,
Why can't
they
you
won't
chew
break-
them? Yeah. You don't want to chew them.
You just want to swallow them.
Yep.
And then you don't even know they're in your tummy.
Dustin always tried to make the best of everything, especially when he could get a free ride.
And this is the title.
Okay.
Okay. Can you take it?
Yeah, you can take that by mouth.
Water.
I have to eat with it.
Not this.
Plus, you've been eating some chips and stuff. You've been doing good.
Water.
Here, let Aunt Debbie go get her water.
Talk to the police. He told me to give you this ticket.
Oh.
$125. Reckless driving.
Uh-oh.
To me.
Uh-oh. $125.
$125. Pay to me.
We're going to have to break out the piggy bank, dude. Yep, we are. Yeah, I wouldn't be very proud of that now.
I'm just going slow.
You just going slow? He's pleading innocent. He's pleading innocent. He said.
What's the matter?
What did you do wrong?
I'm reckless driving.
Reckless driving.
Look what Aunt Debbie's got. Look over here. You gotta be brave, sweetie.
At the same time he was doing all the chemotherapy, he started radiation. For 5 days a week, the family would have to take a trip to Riley's in Indianapolis.
And who are you, Dr. Dustin?
I'm Dr. Timmerman.
Oh, you're Dr. Timmerman?
Oh, I need to take your medicine. I need to take your medicine.
Yeah, you better take some medicine.
I need to take your medicine. 3 cc's.
Dustin held up well during his treatment. He impressed us with the will to not only survive, but to thrive. Even when your child has cancer, you need to make things as normal as possible. You have to do holidays no matter how scared you are.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Dustin. Happy birthday to you. Cha-cha-cha.
Birthday
To you. Happy birthday to you. Those better not be true.
Happy birthday, dear Dustin. Happy birthday to you.
He was finally able to get his arterial catheter removed. That added another surgery to his list. He could now go swimming. Only problem was, it was late October. That's where the local Holiday Inn came in. They allowed us to have a pool party for Dustin at their indoor pool. There are more good things that happened to Dustin. The Make-A-Wish Foundation set up plane rides to the North Pole for the Riley's kids.
I'm not going there. Yeah, we can get you girls too now. You gotta watch this little boy right here. He's slick now.
Okay.
He'll be flirting with you on his way out. You get embarrassed? Make you embarrassed, Dustin? I can't believe you're embarrassed. Got him? Yeah, I'm getting him. Wow, this is so sweet out there. I'm trying here. There you go.
The Make-A-Wish Foundation also gave Dustin a four-wheeler. It was just his size. Dustin deserved every good thing that came his way. The pain far outweighed the gifts. Sometimes we had to go big and far to get that precious laugh. Even if you had to say the word poopy, you just did it. That magical laugh was worth it.
Yeah, I think he is. I think we're playing now. He's making his ice cream sandwich poop.
We didn't realize how difficult it was for him to smile sometimes. Once when we were having his pictures made, he was in so much pain. He still managed to smile through the pain. When we got the pictures back, there was a tear on his cheek.
like to talk about my grandson. He's my little buddy. I'll tell you a few things about him. One time, a few years ago, we was having our Christmas Eve, and he had a halo on for, he had his surgery and they didn't want him to bend his neck or nothing. And he was hanging Christmas ornaments on his halo. He's having a good time. And then we was Christmas dinner. My brother was saying grace. He said, would everybody please bow their heads? And the duster said, what if you can't bend your head? And everybody cracked up.
He never let the cancer stop him from doing what he wanted to do. That even means showing his bigger cousin he wasn't going to take any crap, just because he was smaller and in a brace.
Hey, don't do it.
Huh?
Don't do my own pig.
Oh, come on, let me do the piggies. Come on, come on. Look, I'll just do the piggies. This little piggy went to the market. This little piggy stayed home. And this little piggy had a roast beef. And this little piggy had none. And this little piggy, he went, kicked you. Didn't I? Yup. Got your golly whopper. I got your golly whopper.
You cheated me on that one.
Uh-huh. I love you.
You said, go.
Turtles right there. All Dusty's cooties are right there. You got cooties, don't you? You don't have no cooties? You sure? I don't know about that. I seen one right there. There, yeah. That's, well, you can't get rid of it. It's yours.
Yes.
Oh, now I have Dusty's cooties. Oh.
Now you have cooties. What cooties are?
What are cooties?
They're bugs.
No.
There's some kind of bugs that live in your belly.
I didn't know that. They live in your belly?
And they wallow over you and they beat
They wallow all over you and bite you? Dang. I didn't know that. Maybe I don't want your cooties. Here, take your cootie back.
Dustin's spunk and spirit prevailed. He was diagnosed cancer-free in June of 2009. He is now a senior at Columbus East High School. He made this documentary for a senior project. All proceeds go to Riley and the kids. The reason Dustin chose the title, Days of Gold, he said, I wasn't supposed to have these days, so each one is golden to me.
These little miracles.